it's Amanda Green from Living a Simple Budget Family Life, and today I am doing a collab video. I'm doing a collab video with a group called the YouTube Mummy Meetup Group, which is a Facebook group, and if you're doing YouTube and a mummy or a daddy or anybody really relates to anybody, go check it out. It's a really cool group to join. But today's collab is a croctober collab, and my recipe that I'm going to be making today is a chicken and vegetable porcupine recipe. It's a good one for fussy eaters because you're grating in vegetables. I make this for the kids quite a bit. It's a great recipe also because you can use up leftovers, and you know, you can change it to suit what you've got going on in your cupboard and fridge, freezer, etc. to use up. So yeah, check out the videos that have come before this collab for some really yummy ideas, and check out the videos that are coming after this video for some really yummy ideas again, and I will attempt to put the link below so you can check all of those out. Without further ado, I'm going to get stuck in. First I'll show you what you need. Okay, so what you're going to need for today's version of this recipe, and like I tell you, during the video today, it's very flexible. You can use a different kind of mince, you can use different kind of vegetables, you can use a different kind of sauce, but this is just what I would consider to be the basic to make it really yummy, is some chicken mince, and I've just got 500 grams of chicken mince, a couple of cloves of garlic, an egg, 1 onion, a big jar of pasta sauce, carrots, zucchini, some salt, some pepper, and some jasmine rice. Any other flavorings that you want to put in, herbs, spices are great, but like I said, I'm just showing you the basic recipe, and you can modify and add and change, depending on what veggies, what leftovers, what you want to use up. So yeah, without further ado, let's get stuck in. So step one, obviously I've popped my mince that I'm going to be using into the bowl. What I need to do next is prepare my vegetables to be able to mix in. I just wanted to quickly show you a great tip on chopping up the onions to get a nice fine dice. I don't know about you, but my kids don't like chunky bits of onion in their stuff. You could grate it as a time saver, but I just like to chop it. So a great tip is, what you need to do is just slice in little slits into your onion, so all the way along, slicing in little slits, and then you come back again and you slice through that way. So I've sliced that way, then I've sliced that way 3 or 4 times, and then I'm just literally going to slice down here, and as you can see, it comes out a really nice fine dice. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the onion, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so with my onion finely diced, I'm going to move on to doing the garlic, and for those of you that don't have a fancy garlic press or anything like that, easiest thing to do is just peel it and smash it down, and then literally it's, a quick little chop through, and it's, super duper easy to get it reasonably fine, and a little bit chunky is okay for this recipe, but yeah, reasonably fine to be able to cook with. So I'll put that with my onions. Next step is my veggies. Now I'm choosing to use carrot and zucchini today. You could use whatever you've got going on in your refrigerator, capsicum, mushrooms, any sort of veggies would go nicely in this recipe. I always use carrot and zucchini because sort of less dramas with kids eating those. So I'm choosing to grate my vegetables into the recipe just so it's a nice fine, and nice and fine, and the kids don't complain about it being in there. So I'm going to grate my carrot and zucchini, and then I'll get back to you. Veggies are done, mince is in the bowl, now it's time to put the whole lot together. So such an easy recipe to do. Literally I'm going to put my veggies in with my mince. So veggies are in with my mince. I'm going to put an egg in there, some salt, some pepper, a cup of rice. You can use cooked rice. I do find though if you use rice that's not cooked in the slow cooker, it absorbs all the juices from the chicken or the mince that you're using, and the pasta sauce. So, but it is a good way to use up leftover rice if you've got it. So, clean hands. All I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the ingredients together and form some balls. Okay, so here's the mix all mixed up, ready to get rolled into balls, and I am simply going to roll them and place them in the bottom of my crock pot, my slow cooker bowl. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll just do one for you, and then I'll literally a nice little ball, roll in there. I mean, if you were time poor, you could literally just shove the whole thing in, but my kids like the balls, and you know, keep them quite small because with the rice in there they really expand up. Okay, so my mix is all rolled up into balls, and simply I'm just going to pour over my pasta sauce. You know, if you had fresh tomatoes and onion and basil and stuff, go for it, pop that in there, keep it all nice and fresh. But for me it was just really easy. It's an easy recipe just to make my shortcut there and use the pasta sauce in the jar. I'm going to add just a little bit of water, and then I'm just going to pop the lid on, put it in the slow cooker, and it's just before lunch now, so it's just going to go on slow until dinner time, and then we'll take it out of the crock pot and serve it up, and I'll show you that too. Okay, and here we have it, the chicken and vegetable porcupines all served up for the kids, ready to go. Put a bit of cheese on or serve them with pasta, but since the rice or veggies are in there, we're just having them by themselves tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you check out everybody else's videos in the collab YouTube Mummy Meetup. Also check them out, they're a great group. Bye!